How's it going, fam? Welcome back to Erica's EDC, and today we are going to go over a bunch of new stuff that I have had come in for the channel. We still have the flu, guys. Oh my goodness, this thing is kicking my butt. So I apologize if I have to, drink my juicy, okay, while we're doing this. I just keep getting sick, man. It's brutal. I have a bunch of stuff here that just came in the past couple of days, so we're going to look at it all. Also, I think I'm going to try to go about this video a little different because every video that I have been uploading lately immediately gets removed. For some reason, I don't know why, the system thinks I am under 16. And every single video gets removed and I have to appeal it, wait for it to get granted, and I'm at a loss as to how to stop it because I'm not monetized. I make sure that every single video, I click on the thing that says not viewable for audience under 18 years old. I don't know. I don't know why it keeps happening. All of my settings are good. It just happens every time, and I'm, it's just a waste of my time, really. So yeah, let's look at the new stuff that came in, and we're gonna do a quick update as well, because I sharpened this yesterday. For everyone that watched that video that I got appealed last night, and now it's back up. It seems like a lot of people are on the same page as me, and thank you, Steve, for making your video about it. It's a very interesting topic, but I did sharpen this, so we're going to test this edge now that we're not stropping it anymore, and I literally put my own edge on it. Very toothy, it feels great. The sharpening experience was actually really nice. The burr was really nice that came up. It was fairly easy to deburr. Not the easiest, but... Do you see her? She has my Snuggie, and she's eating the pom-pom off of it. Oh, she just got caught, and now she's sad. The sharpening was good on this. It sharpened up really nice, so we'll see how long the edge lasts, but it was a nice experience. Let's talk about the new stuff, okay? So you guys got a little bit of a sneak peek of a couple of these yesterday, but here's the Hunter's EDC from PBK, Primitive Bear Knives. This is an EDC RV2 steel. Would I recommend that for knives? Nope. But we're still going to test it because it's interesting to me. We'll see how this does. I think this is going to perform better than the Gecko, even though they're in the same steel, geometry and such. I think this is going to perform better, but again, why makers are using it, I don't know. And you're not going to convince me otherwise, because it just doesn't make sense. But we'll test it and see how it fares. Joe Colton sent me 2 blades. This Necker and 1095. Should we be using this steel at this day and age for knives? Also no, but hey, if you're going to use it, I'll test it. This one will probably do much better because it's paper thin. Really nice little hunting skinning knife. I'm excited to use that. He also makes these little traditional knives. Now this is cool. I'm going to say the pictures on his site are deceiving. He's doing all of this at home in his little workshop thing, and the pictures looked less impressive than the actual items. This little traditional knife that he made is literally like GEC quality fit and finish. Look at that. He's doing this in his own little workshop. 0 gaps. This is literally GEC quality. I'm not kidding. Look at this. I believe you pronounce it Skaggle. It's an old, design of slip joint that he does. And this is also in 1095. Very cool. Really excited to use this. The snap on it is incredible. Listen. Whoo! Very cool little piece. I'm really excited about this. It's absolutely gorgeous. Paper thin. You would not even notice this in your pocket. Seriously, it's so small. It's almost too small for me. I have microphobia. I'm not even kidding. Things that are too little, if I touch them, I'll gag. I'm not even kidding. I'll puke sometimes. When I worked at the farm, the kids, because we had a lot of like 17-year-olds, the kids knew I had microphobia and they would prank me. One day, one of them took a tiny mustache and put it behind the register so that when I went to go help the customer, it was on the floor where you stand, a little tiny mustache, and I ended up puking in front of everyone in a trash can, so that was nice. It's a real thing. This is really exciting. So I'm not sure how many of you know what this is, but this is the Montana Knife Company Blackfoot 2.0. Look at that shine on the blade. What in the world? This is a hunting knife. I'm really excited to test this. It's in MagnaCut. I believe it's 64. It's hard to tell, right? Because you go on their site, they have a chart that says all these steels and the hardness and stuff, but it doesn't say that theirs is 64. It just says MagnaCut 64, so who knows? But G10 scales, really cool blade. Very excited to test this. Decently thin geometry. The finish on the blade is really kind of interesting. It's like, Nikki pointed that out. She's like, why didn't they like finish that nicely? It looks like a rat chewed on it. For $300, what? I don't know. We're still gonna test it, obviously. The rest of it looks nice, but I don't know why they didn't like finish that. Look, that's just all from who knows what. So we'll be testing that. What else? We've got another knife. I've never worked with Montana Knife Company, by the way. This is the first knife I've ever had from them. They didn't send it to me. Jesse bought it, go figure. I've never used anything from this company either, Smith & Sons. This is the Brave, I believe it's called. Natural micarta. D2 blade steel. And a really nice blade shape. D2, interesting choice. Seems a little outdated, but we'll see how it does. Again, how are we supposed to know if we don't test things, right? A lot of people don't like a lot of the steels that I test, but that's the point. I want to test them and be like, yeah, no, you were right. Like, it sucks. I've had decent experience with D2 in the past, surprisingly, from Benchmade, but we'll see how it hangs nowadays. This is a really cool looking one. Wicked comfortable. Really like that blade shape. Just the overall design, very cool. What else? Let's piss Steve off. We have an Essie. Essie? I say Essie. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Essie does not make knives. Essie makes sharpened pry bars that, you know, toddler men like to play with. 50-year-old men that go out into the woods and like to chop things and act like children. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm serious. These are knives where you can literally buy them and have fun like you're a kid, and then you hand it back to them when you broke it and you say, oops, daddy, I broke it. Can you replace it? And they're like, yes, we can. Because that's literally what happens. They're not knives. And I'm going to do that too. And like I said, I'm being for real right now. Like, they're just fun. They're fun because you can beat the crap out of them. And then when you break it, they literally replace it and you don't get in trouble. You don't get grounded. So grown adults can buy these and, you know, do dumb things with them, like stab them into cars or baton wood, and then if it fails, you can just send it in and get a new one. Like, they're literally fun without repercussion. So I'm not trying to be mean. I'm being serious. I'm part of that clan. They're horrible knives. They're not good cutting tools. They're just fun, sharpened pry bars to do dumb shit with. So we have this. Because, like, does this look like it's going to perform very well? No. Look. What the heck? That is thicker than your mom's ass. That doesn't even make any sense, you know? Like, this, what even is this? It's fun. That's what it is. Makes no sense. I could probably baton with this tiny little thing, because of how thick it is. Look at that. That's just silly. So we have this little guy. What else? This is from somebody who I have been talking to a lot lately and didn't know about until recently. The Scrawny Lumberjack, Kyle Johnson. Okay. So this is the Seeker. This is in 4V at 64 HRC. $180. $265 for EDC RV2 that doesn't work very well. $180 for 4V at 64 HRC. That is, you touch something and it just disappears. It's so sharp. I'm not even kidding. I touched plastic yesterday and it just melted underneath. This thing is so sharp. It's stupid, okay? $265. Went. $180. Hint, hint. Very cool. Very excited to test this. I have another knife on the way from him as well. He is making me what's called a splinter in 10V, more of an EDC size blade, longer, makes more sense. But this is really cool. And what I like even more is that in talking to him, I asked if I could really push it to its limits and maybe even try like batoning kindling with it, and he was like, yes. And if you break it, I'll replace it. Love that. Love that. Look at that edge on there, though. You can see it, and I've been using it, and look at how shiny. That's cool. Very excited about this. It's tiny. This is smaller than a Case Sodbuster Junior. Look at how tiny it is. I'm not even kidding. I need a Soddy Junior. It's shorter than one. It's tiny. Really excited about that. Also just really like talking with the makers so far. We don't agree on everything, but hey, that's what keeps the world healthy, right? Is respectful conversation and debate. Lastly, something really cool. This guy, his company name is Cobra Sheath, I think, and he has an Etsy page. And he sent me a whole bunch of these Knipex plier holder things, like it's kind of like a belt or pocket slip, but it's 3D printed. So check this out. It's plasticky, right? It's 3D printed. You just put the pliers in like this. Check that out. And this is a clip. He even engraved my channel name on there, which you're not going to be able to see super well. But this is a clip, and you can put it down in your pocket or on your belt. And look at how slim that is. It doesn't add anything because it literally weaves through the pliers themselves. So he sent me 4 of them with different clip configurations and 1 pair from my little tiny Knipex. This is not a review, and I haven't used them long enough yet, so I'm not saying go buy them because I don't know if they actually work well in the long term yet. I'm just showing you. Just showing you all this stuff, right? Yeah, so that's all the new stuff. I have a lot of stuff coming in from different makers, in some really exotic, cool steels. We have 10V coming in for testing. We have S125V coming in for testing. We have Apex Ultra coming in for testing. Very excited about that. Very, very excited. And I am going to put these 2 EDC RV2 blades kind of head to head and see if the geometry and such of this one outperforms this. That'll be interesting. We have a lot of testing coming up on the channel, but like I said at the beginning, I'm sorry that the videos I'm posting get removed instantly. I'm trying everything to get that not to happen, but it's every single video. And I have all my settings set up correctly, but I get an email every time that the video gets removed because it thinks I am under 18. No, under 16. It says I'm under 16 and being unsafe with the tools that I have. And then I have to appeal it every time and describe that I'm 28 and that these are educational videos about tools. So I'm trying my best here, guys. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think of all of these, if you have any experience. Yeah. Hopefully you watched yesterday's video, chime in on that one. That's an interesting one. I want to hear what you guys think, but yeah, I think that's it. Go use your shit, learn how to sharpen your knives, and I will see you on the next video. I love you so much, fam. Take